11 years later, they still all know Rihanna as the one and only Rihanna.
It was more almost like a
After 11 years, they still all know Rihanna as the unrivaled Rihanna. It was all the more practically like a joke at the time, like, does she love you? No, you know, where I don't have the fantasy like gracious Drake. Begin a family with Rihanna. Like this resembles so amazing. I'm certain she's like partial to me yet. Like it was simply more like I think she had said, something like you won't ever like. Compose a tune about me, the universe of hip jump and mainstream society. Is humming after Drake apparently dissed Rihanna on his most recent track Dread of Levels. In a sensational new development, he didn't stop at Rihanna. He went after her flow vow, quickly rough to, is something that can't go unacknowledged. We should plunge into the zesty subtleties, separate the verses, and get all the tea, okay? How about we get focused Drake, who once guaranteed he was enamored with Rihanna, is by all accounts reconsidering things on his new collection. For every one of the canines on the track Dread of Levels, he tosses some significant shade at his previous fire. And her relationship with Pronto, Rough Drake spits discharge addressing why individuals believe he's actually hung up on Rihanna. He proceeds to say that would never be goal. Can't destroy me, preferred him over me better. It's not me oof now. Here's where things get truly fascinating. Drake goes after Rihanna's 2016 Collection 80 with his I'm ATI line. And he utilizes the Caribbean way to express young lady, with lady conceivably as a sign of approval for Rihanna's Barbadian roots. Yet hang tight for it. He drops the bomb, no doubt, and there was normal with you, definitely en mont. 'Cause I had it with you, hang on. It doesn't stop there. He guarantees he's been with Wade B than Rihanna, and even hints that a cap rough can't walk out on her goodness. And we should not fail to remember his reference to their potential excursions in the Antilles. Discuss a stacked diss track. Yet it doesn't end with Rihanna. On one more late night, one more track from a similar collection. Drake takes a hit at a sap, rough, energetically assuming that things are getting truly rough. It's an unmistakable reference to both Ruff's stage name and his moniker Flacco Ruff. I ain't pretty Flacco, this she get truly rough. So this dramatization isn't just about Rihanna, it's a twofold edged circle. Now you may be asking, for what reason is this nothing to joke about? Well, it's the initial time Dre has freely tended to his absence of a relationship with Rihanna. Everything started back during the 2000s, when Dre and Rihanna ran into each other during the recording of her presentation music video P. The replay their association lighted, and what followed was a here and there sentiment that would spellbind the world. Their relationship was described by open statements of adoration and reverence, alongside times of security. Sources near the couple uncovered that their mystery was a conscious decision voice they needed to sustain their association in the correct manner and safeguard it from according to general society. In 2016, the world saw another level of their relationship. Drake openly maintained his adoration for Rihanna, while giving her the Video Vanguard grant at the MTV Music Video Grants. It was an endearing second when he said, she's somebody I've been enamored with since I was 22 years of age, stressing their profound companionship. He considered her an absolutely real legend in our industry. She's somebody I've been enamored with since I was 22 years of age. Yet here's where the story takes a curve. Reports started to surface recommending that their relationship may be more unassuming than at first suspected. In a 2018 Vogue interview, Rihanna referenced, "We don't have a fellowship currently, yet we're not foes. It is possible that what will be will be." Rihanna likewise spilled the tea about Drake's unexpected appearance at the 2016 on television VMAs, where he announced his adoration for her anyway. She found it awkward, saying, "I could do without an excessive number of praises. I could do without to be placed on impact." Rihanna asserted holding up through that discourse was presumably the most awkward part. It was during an episode of LeBron James' HBO show The Shop where Drake got serious about his unfulfilled dream. He considered how life had molded him and brought him down an alternate way. Drake conceded, as life comes to fruition and shows you your own example, I end up in this present circumstance where I don't have the fantasy like, goodness, Drake began a family with Rihanna. And this is so wonderful, it looks so great on paper, adding to the show soon after that Vogue interview. Drake unfollowed Rihanna on Instagram, further filling the hypothesis that their relationship was everything except cordial. Fans promptly saw the dig at Rihanna, particularly with the reference to her enemy of collection. And the line I'm hostile to definitely, and was normal with you, better believe it. I'm hostile to 'cause I had it with you, and I had way better compared to you. TBH individuals took to virtual entertainment to offer their viewpoints. One tweet recommended that Drake's development level hadn't advanced beginning around 2013, saying Drake rapping about Rihanna in 2023 and sounding as full-grown as he did in 2013 is, however, frustrating, as it very well might be unsurprising. Another fan was more straightforward, calling Drake out for being pungent and shouting Drake advertisement dissing Rihanna on the collection is insane. And afterward, there's a fan who put things into point of view, saying Drake dieted Rihanna, my child. She is someplace changing diapers for the 20th time today. That woman doesn't gaff LM foo. It's an update that Rihanna is centered around parenthood, with her 2 children, Mob and ours a close, by her sweetheart a hap. Rough, a client tweeted Rihanna is presently a cheerfully hitched mother of 2 and Drake is as yet tossing subs at her. Another fan addressed to Drake saying aunt multiple times. And I shouldn't consider Rihanna, obviously. It's glaringly obvious, the association. It's not only the verses, the timing has fans exasperated up. After all, it's been quite a long while since their separation. One Twitter client, Riley, remarked he's so unpleasant. Like it's been years, fans are bringing up that Rihanna has continued on being a joyfully hitched mother, while Drake is by all accounts choosing not to move on. One client even said Drake dissed Rihanna and AAP rough. That may means one thing, it actually harms him enough to shame himself to people in general following 6 years. I didn't think I'd at any point say this, yet Drake, you slumped. Drake endeavored to diss Rihanna, yet it appears to be his arrangement has misfired amazingly. Fans have reversed the situation on him, proposing that he could have his very own little issue, so Drake figured he could embarrass Rihanna with his diss track, guaranteeing she was unable to fulfill him, and that her was normal. Yet here's where the situation starts to get interesting. Fans are switching things up on him. She caused me to feel little. She's a mind-boggling, resembling originally. How about we address the way that Drake himself said, she causes me to feel little? Might it at any point be a hidden reference to something more? Something individual fans unquestionably like to assume so, with tweets like Drake attempting to say the sovereign is awful similar to perhaps you're little. Since I realize your lying fans aren't keeping down, they're proposing that Drake's circle is an exemplary instance of diverting from a possibly humiliating truth. And there's another tweet that strikingly states, I heard Drake. Hasn't it? Appears to be the Talk Factory is producing a few intriguing goodies. Presently, we should discuss Drake's astonishing declaration during a new radio meeting. He uncovered that he's having some time off from making music. In a stunning disclosure, Drake's said, I presumably won't make music for a tad. I will be genuine with you. I want to zero in on my well-being. As a matter of some importance, nothing insane except for very much like you realize. I believe individuals should be sound in life. He referenced managing stomach issues and proposed that his break could go on about a year. This declaration comes in the midst of the Rihanna diss track contention, making it significantly really astonishing. The science between them was unquestionable, and they habitually teamed up on music. Drake's public decree of adoration for Rihanna at the MTV Video Music Grants in 2016 was a feature anyway. Their romantic tale ultimately transformed into a story of 2 companions who had profound warmth yet couldn't make it function as a team. The gossipy tidbits about a revived relationship in 2020 kept fans speculating, yet Rihanna's cover-up of her shark tattoo with a crown in 2021 indicated the conclusion of this section, Rihanna love life didn't stop for long. She was spotted with Los Angeles Dodgers outfielder Matt Kemp. In 2010, their hurricane sentiment was set apart by getaway escapes and public appearances anyway. The relationship finished before that year's over in 2015. Rihanna was connected with rapper Travis Scott, and they were spotted on a few trips together. Despite the fact that they never affirmed a close connection, their science was clear. The Saudi business financial specialist Hassan Jam entered Rihanna's life in 2017, and their sentiment stood out as truly newsworthy. The two were in many cases seen on secret dates, yet their romantic tale finished in January 2020. Their various ways of life, proud to be a test the